All right, man. Looks like you're healthy. How about that,
yes,
huh?
Sir. Yes, sir, man.
How's the latest with the injury stuff? You know?
It's good, man. I'm just been through the off season. Went through last season rehabbing with Stu. Doing everything I could to get back with him, man. And I'm back right now with the team, with the guys. So it's good to be out there, man. I'm blessed. Thanking Jesus, man, and just trying to go day by day, take it slow, and just enjoy my time, man. Have fun with it. So.
Are you like actually 100%? Like
Yeah.
if it was contact and everything like that, you could go right now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm full go, man. Knees are all good. So, man, just hoping for the best and just trying to see what God got for me. But yeah, just taking it day by day. But everything's good right now. So
you got a smile on your face. I mean, how good does that feel to be running around healthy right now?
It feels good, man. It's when you go through a lot, it feels good to finally just be able to just do what you love to do and be out here with the guys that I came in with and even the younger guys, and just be able to be out here with them and practice and just have fun and compete with some of the DBs, man. So I love being out with the whole team and just enjoying my time right now. So.
Can you talk about how you've been able to keep your positivity through all this? Because of course you've had some down times here with all the injuries.
For sure. Now I would just say, of course, everybody in this building, Stu, he's been a huge part of my life. Just being the guy that's been there on my hip, man, the whole time, really. Just helped me through it. But I would say my faith, man, just my faith in Jesus, man, and my relationship with him has grown more than I could ever imagine. And going through everything I went through, he's really strengthened me and showed me who he is. So I would say just my faith. And I don't know if I would be the same man if I hadn't gone through all those things, man. So I'm grateful to have gone through all of them and just becoming that man. So just persevering through all of it. But I got to give it to God and just say he's brought me through it all. So.
Kamryn, it's a weird question, but because of everything that's happened in the last 4 years, how have you gotten better as a wide receiver in the last 4 years?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you have, but
Sure.
Can you just explain to people who haven't seen you play in 4 years?
Most definitely. I would say, man, with Stu, the great thing about him is he always tries to incorporate football. Like, it's not just like working on the knee, but it's like when you get out and start cutting and doing all these things, it's like we're working on football stuff. So a lot of the times when they're doing things, the individual and stuff like that, like I'm over there on the side doing the same exact things with Stu and working on my things. And, he'll record me and I'll watch certain things that I got to fix and do and even talk to Coach Hart about it. So basically kind of just doing the same things that they're doing in practice without the DB in front of me, man. Even having Stu be that DB sometimes. So just try to make it as much as football as it can be, and just God has kind of just helped me do it. So yeah, I just say.
Tell me about the day that you were clear. What was that moment like?
Yeah. It was actually, there was never really a day where they were like, had a meeting. It was kind of just like spring, it's spring ball, you're good to go. Like even winter workouts, like you're ready to go, you're full go, man, you look great. And I felt great. So it was kind of, there was never really that conversation. God has healed me a lot faster than the other three, I could say. So it was kind of just, man, go do your thing, man. We're going to be right here with you through it all. So, yeah.
4 ACLs.
4 ACLs, yes, sir.
2 on each?
Yeah, 2 on each, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know you on your face. You have to get talented about the story.
Yeah, most definitely, man. There's so many days, man. It's even, it can get hard, but there's so many days where you just, man, should I quit? Should I stop going? But at the end of the day, man, like I'm doing this for Jesus, and no matter how it goes, and because my brothers, man, this is all about them. It's bigger than me. I love being out here and just supporting and just being with them. But this truly is a brotherhood and a family, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. No matter what that looks like, man, I just want to be here with them and on their side. So I know, whether it goes the way I think it is or it doesn't, man, I got them behind me and my Lord and my Savior right beside me. So I'm just happy to be a part of this program and a part of this brotherhood. So.
What do you think you can accomplish? What can your role be on this team?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I believe the sky's the limit, but that's up to Coach Day and Coach Hart and the offense. And we got so many great receivers in this room. How dare I be selfish, and just ask for the ball or whatever it may be, man. I want everybody to eat, and I want everybody to get theirs because everybody deserves to shine. So when it's, whenever my number is called, I just want to make that play and just want to tell people that Jesus got me to this point. He's the reason I'm able to do what I'm able to do. So.
Kamryn, last year, this is a little, maybe you don't know this, but I was talking to CJ Stroud out here last year before recruiting camp about his year as a first-time quarterback and the receivers he had, and Garrett and Chris and Jackson. He said that the future of Blitnikoff runner was Kamryn Babb. And he said that you were the best receiver of the group.
Yeah.
How do you go mentally about not letting the last 4 years affect what happens on the field? Because it's human nature to come out here and have doubt. Say,
sure.
am I able to do this?
For sure.
How do you fight through that?
For sure.
What's the process and mentally of getting through that?
Yeah, man. I would definitely say it can be a struggle. It is a struggle. Of course, I mean, I'm human, so you definitely have, like you said, those doubts. But again, I really got to say, man, I lean on my faith, man, and I'm just reading my Bible and just really trusting in God and trusting that I know He has a plan for me, and I feel great. A lot of people, you say you go through 4 ACLs and you wouldn't think, my knees feel good or anything, and I really feel good and strong and fast. So it's like that's only a testimony to who Jesus is and what He's doing in my life. So yeah, man, I just know there's so many people out here that feel like they don't have hope, and feel like they're lost or whatever it may be, even on this team maybe. So it's like, this is bigger than me, and I know, in my head, if I can get through this, like, maybe somebody that's struggling through the same thing or even something worse, can, look at my story and be like, he did it, why can't I? Because I'm no different than anybody else. So I just want to be able to show, like, no matter what you do, man, with God, with Jesus, you can persevere and do anything. So.
Do you feel as healthy as somebody who had no ACL? Or do you feel it a little bit?
Yeah, nah, I don't really. In terms of my knees, I don't really feel anything. I guess you can say there's still at times like a mental aspect to it, just with all injuries. But like in terms of like physically how I feel, and I just feels like I've never really done it. Actually, I would say I'm stronger. I don't know how that works, so but I feel stronger and a lot faster than I ever have. So
I know Johnny, when he was here, dealt with a lot of injuries. I think there was a time we thought maybe Johnny's career was over, and then he came back and had a great final year. Have you ever talked with him about any of the stuff he went through?
Yes, sir. Even like when I first came in, my freshman year, like coming off that first ACL, he grabbed me by his wing and he talked to me, and even I was telling him how last spring he was here after I just toured him for the 4th time, and he was one of those guys that just told me, like, I can do this. Like, I told him I was going to try it again, and I felt, the doctors say my knees look good, and if I felt good, I could go again. And he was one of those guys that inspired me and told me, he believed in me and that he's going to be there if I ever need anything. So there's always him, and just seeing what he has done and where he's at now, and persevering through everything that he did, it only boosted my confidence and thinking like, okay, he did it, I can do it as well. So
how many people do you think are in your corner and want to see this story work out?
I don't know, man. I kind of try to just I've been trying to stay off social media a little bit, man. I'll be on there sometimes, but I'm really just trying to lock in, and if people are behind me, I'm thankful and I'm grateful for those people. If people aren't, then that's okay as well. I'm just trying to, like I said, my whole reasoning is because the guys on this team, the players, the coaches give me this opportunity, my family, but just as my Jesus Christ, my Lord, my Savior, my Father, like he's my everything. So it's really, it's his, like I said, it's his story, and I'm just, as long as he's behind me, it doesn't really matter who else is. But this team, I can tell you, is behind me, and my family and the people close to me. So I'm just grateful for them, and all the fans that are. I'm grateful for them as well, and just hope I can show them what I got to bring to the table. So.
How much do your teammates want this for you?
I would say, just based on conversations I've had, they want it. They want it bad for me too, and just having that support, knowing that they've been with me through it all and supported me even despite 4 injuries, like that's just, for me, it's like, okay, now I have to give it another try, for them. If they're telling me like you can do this, you can keep going, like for them, I have to do it. Like I said earlier, it's bigger than me, and if I can be that inspiring, just how Johnny and so many people have been an inspiration for others, if I can just inspire one person, that's my goal, man. Just, I know there's a lot of things going on in the world, man, and a lot of darkness, and if I could just bring hope to somebody and just point them, to my life, and just even what Jesus has done in my life, that's my goal. It's bigger. It's way bigger than football, man, because there's so much darkness. It's just like people need hope. So if there's a person that's going through something, and I can inspire them and just give them some light, that's my goal. So
I'm guessing you had good days and bad days through all this. Tell me about each one of those. What was a good day and what was a bad day?
A good day, man, is when I'm training and rehabbing, and you go through trials, you go through just a full speed day and a cut day and like all these things, and it's like if I'm going through a full speed day and I'm feeling fast and it's the fastest time I've ever put up, that's a good day. Or even just running routes and it's like I'm watching myself, like Adam Stewart Stewie, my guy, they'll record it on his phone, and that's how I build over time. Even though I'm not out here practicing, like still working on my routes and just little techniques. So it's like going back and looking, it's like, okay, I'm getting better, I'm growing. So that's, a good day. And then a bad day, there's just like days where you just, can I still do this? It's been a lot of days where it's hard to come in and, but the people make it a lot, like people in here make it a lot better, but it's just like, it's hard, That's where I've leaned on my faith and really leaning on Jesus. But so I would say those hard days, it's just like, I think it's more of a mental barrier than actual physical barrier. I'm just wondering, like, all right, Cam, like, tell myself, like, Jesus is right behind you. He's right with you. These guys are right with you. My family is. And so I owe it to my family and everybody and my little brothers and sisters and my mom and dad to, like, show them, like, no matter how hard life gets, like, you can get through it. And there are going to be days where it's like it sucks and it's trash, but it's like,
Is the hard part getting from where you live, an apartment or home, I don't know what it is, but to here? I mean, when you're kind of by yourself, and then when you get here, teammates, they pick you up. You're kind of in that element of help. So those alone times have got to be the hardest.
Yeah, those alone times, because that's when you kind of just, you just sit with your thoughts and it's like you kind of reflect on what has happened and like what can happen. And you start thinking too much, but really, so I would say, those alone times, but at the same time, those have been the best times for me because those have also been the times that Jesus has found me and I've allowed to, he's built my relationship with him. So like those times have, in the dark when nobody's there, where I can spend with him and he can just give me a peace that nothing else, even football, can give me. So that peace that he can give me, I don't know if I would have had the same relationship if I hadn't gone through all those things. So I am grateful for that, and I just look forward to walking through life with him and just, like I said, man, just showing people that despite even on the bad days, man, there could be some life in those days.
How many practices have you taken part in,
like overall,
here at Ohio State?
It hasn't been too many. Well, COVID year we had because we were missing games, we had a lot of practices. So, but it hasn't been too many, man. It hasn't been too many. But despite not having as many practices, I definitely put in a lot of work, and I've tried to incorporate all the work that these guys put in every single day. All my teammates put in. I've tried to do the same, just to we're a team. So I feel like I got to put in some work too. So hasn't been too many though. So
I'm just wondering how good it felt these last couple of days this week to be out on the field with your guys.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And like I said, like when you're away from the game so long, you can ask yourself, do I love the game anymore? Should I keep going and just being out there making plays and just seeing other guys make plays and being able to celebrate right there with them, like it just brings joy and just fun back to the game, back to football, and just allows me to realize, like I've been saying, like this is bigger than me. This is about this whole team, Zone 6, like just everybody, coaches, like this is one big family, and I love being a part of it. So I'm just grateful, and I'm happy running around, just trying to, just every day I get off the field and walk onto the field, I'm just thanking God for just allowing me to be out here despite everything I have.
Are you full go in practice right now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do you feel physically compared to where you were physically before you ever had an injury?
Yeah. It's crazy, and I think it's just a testimony to God in my life and Jesus in my life, because I feel, you would think somebody before ACLs, like, you got arthritis or you got something going on in your knees or your body, and really I feel great. I feel this is probably the fastest and strongest I've ever been, and it's kind of increased every year. So it's kind of like, I do a lot of things in the weight room. So even though I wasn't out here doing things on the field, like training room, weight room, like I was still lifting, still like running, speed wise, and so I feel the strongest and fastest I've ever been. So that's only a testimony to Jesus, because if you ask me for ACLs, I should probably, I'd be walking around with a lamp or, crane, or
Walker
or something, whatever they got, whatever the word they use for those things. So man, but I feel great though.
We can tell you're in the weight room. We can tell.
Genetics.
What does your faith look like in the locker room? You haven't mentioned an answer that doesn't go back to God or Jesus, but what does that look like in the locker room? Your teammates help you with that?
Yeah, most definitely. Like a lot of guys, I think just allowing people to just be open to being them and just sharing like what they're going through, but also like even just starting like a Bible study and just talking to people about the word and just things like that, but just creating an environment where it doesn't matter like who you are, like you can be you, and Jesus loves you. And my message to a lot of guys I talk to is like he died on a cross for you, like he died for you, and specifically to have a relationship with you. And in that relationship, like no matter what you go through in life, knowing that the God that created the universe is with you, you can get through anything, and he wants to walk with you in that. And I would say for my life and the things I've went through, if I wouldn't have went through those things, I don't know if I would have said yes to him. And so just to look at perseverance and obstacles in your life and just be like, I'm glad I get to go through those because I know it's going to make me stronger. So I would just say, just recognizing, who Jesus is and who he wants to be for each and every one of us in this lifetime.
Sounds like we found out who your favorite teammate is.
Now that you are fully healthy, what kind of impact do you think you can make out there on the field?
I think the sky's the limit. Whatever that looks for, whatever Coach Day and Coach Hartline, whatever they think and want, I'm open to do. I just want to be able to impact this program and this team and do the best that I can and put my best foot forward. So whatever that looks like for them, for me, I feel like the sky's the limit, man. So I don't know how it's going to look or what it's going to look like. I don't know what's going to happen, but in my head I got a certain image, and I'm as ready as anybody else is. So I'm just out here taking it day by day, brick by brick, not trying to think too far. Just trying to get through spring ball and just every practice and every film meeting and stuff like that. Just thanking God throughout the process and just enjoying it all, man. So sky's the limit, though.
What do you think will stand out about your game to people when they see you play?
Yeah. I would just say physical, explosive guy, man. I just want to be somebody that's not scared to go up and get the ball, and not scared to, if I got to run through something or, just attack the ball, just whatever that may look like. I just want to be somebody that is aggressive, and I'm a bigger type receiver. So I just want to use that to my strength and, just be explosive if I can, So that's really my game, I would say.
You're good, right? Like when you're healthy, you're good. I mean, I know sometimes hard for guys to talk themselves, but your talent, right?
I would say I'm good. I would say that. I wouldn't say I'm great. I'm definitely trying to, be great. But every day I'm working on something. So, but yeah, I would say if I'm healthy, everybody that's in this program, in this building, is good. Ohio State recruits for a certain reason, recruit the guys that they do. So everybody here in Zone 6 in this room is great, man. From top to bottom, we all make each other great. It doesn't matter who it is, man. Everybody's trying to make a play. So
when you're all done with college and done with football, what are you going to do?
I'm getting my master right now in sports management. So I'm not 100% sure what that's going to look like. All I know is I just want to be able to do my job, love my job, but just be able to bring Jesus, the light that he's shown to me, to people wherever I'm at, whether that's sports, whether that's ministry, whether that's whatever it may look like. I don't know what it's going to be, but I just know this place and the people that I've met at this university have impacted me in such a huge way, and just the people and the connections I've made have went a long way. So just trying to use those, and hopefully, man, just bring light to those individuals and those people, and change whoever I can change, and help people grow as long as myself.
Guys always say they make each other better. Right? Can you talk that out for us in terms of, like, is it about technique? Watching guys like Olave running routes, or what is it?
I would say just a competition base, and not like a jealousy type of competition, but just like okay, I see somebody made a catch, like okay, next time the ball comes to me, like I'm gonna celebrate with him, but I want to make a catch too. Like we all push each other, because we know at the end of the day, when we're all catching the ball and we're all doing great things, that helps the team, And so I would say, man, just seeing my brother do great just inspires me to do great as well. You know what I mean? And just seeing him push me, and like it's like, what's the saying? Iron sharpens iron. Like it's just always competition, but it's like a good competition. Makes us better. And even seeing guys go to the league and just seeing what they do, even off the field, like I feel like this environment, just being with the best, being challenged by the best, being pushed by the best, just makes you better, not for football, but just for life.
Are there specific skills? Like, you talk to Olave or whatever about how to run. Is it that kind of stuff that you learn? Or is it more? Yeah,
for sure. I think everybody's different, but you can always take, I think, pieces from everybody's game. Like Chris and Garrett and me and Jax and Julian and Marv and Mac and all these guys, Xavier, Sammy Wiggs, like all these guys that come in, like everybody has a different part of them that makes them them. That's why when people ask, okay, what type of receiver are you? I look at people's games, but like nobody's seen me. Nobody's seen a guy like Marv. Nobody's seen a guy like Jackson Smith, like Najigma. Like we're all different, but the little pieces. Like if I can take something from Jackson or take something from Xavier Johnson or Sam, like I want to take that from them, because they may do something that I need to work on, but that they're great at that. So it's just whether that be a speed thing, whether it be technique of a route, whatever that may look like. But I think just in all aspects, because no matter if I'm even good at something, I can always get better. So I think it's just always keeping that in mind.
What would you take from those guys? Specific. What would you take? Olave and Garrett. Chris was just so smooth in his route, so it's just like I always try to just nitpick. Okay, is his footwork or how he does this, or even like
what he does with his head when he runs routes, just certain things like that. You know, I think just taking little things like that. And then Garrett, man, I'll just ask him like how he does what he does, just attacking the ball and, confidence and catching jugs, whatever that he may do like that. And then, a guy like Sammy Wiggs or Jackson, like just how quick they are, like how they work on that or footwork and just off the line stuff, Marv, Meck. So everybody brings a different element to their game. So I just try to take pieces of it.
Since you just brought him up, can I just ask, what does Sammy Wiggs bring to this room?
Man, Sammy is, I would say he's somebody like he's the heart of Zone 6, if you ask me. You may not see him every Saturday, but man, he is a dog. Sammy Wiggs is a dog. He's a fighter. And if it wasn't for Wiggs, man, I know there was times, even when we came in, when I was my head was all over the place. I don't know what to do. And Wiggs, he knows his assignments. He knows what to do, and he pushes other people. So if it wasn't for guys like Sammy, man, this room wouldn't be what it is. everybody sees the Garretts, the Chris's, the Mike Thomases, and all these guys that everybody loves to talk about. But man, Sammy Wiggs is just as important as anybody else, man, because he does things that other people don't see, and he makes the room go how it goes.
And just to get a fact real quick, can you run through the 4 tears? I know it stinks. But just to make sure that I want to make sure I get the facts right, and I don't have to go back and screw something up.
Yeah. So tore it. First one was senior year of high school, the week before the first game. Then the second one came in. I was healthy, and then during right before summer ball, we're going through drills and tore it again. And then the third one was spring ball, my second year, and then tore it again, and then was healthy for COVID year, and then the fourth one was last spring. I went to catch a ball and plan and make a cut, and then that's when I tore that.
Same knee?
Same knee also?
It was right, left, right. So
right,
yeah.
left.
Hey, don't forget about the broken leg as a sophomore.
Yeah, and I had a broken leg. Yeah, broken
Very
leg.
important question. Your favorite cereal?
Ooh, favorite cereal.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a hard one. I might have to go with a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have to go with that.
A lot of sugar, though.
Yeah, some of you guys, sugar's not bad for you, man. Sugar's good for you.
Sugar is good.
Yeah, sugar's good for you.
Not for this
You need some
old
sugar,
man.
man. You need some sugar,
We all need a little sugar.
Everybody needs a little sugar.
On that note.